Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another FIFA career mode. And last time out, obviously, we had a few good wins. Okay, last time. I think we won against Manchester City, and yeah, you know. But, unfortunately, even though we won against Manchester City in our last video, as you can see, we lost there as well. And the reason why, I forgot to save it. Accidentally, so obviously had to sim them games that obviously were not saved, and basically it's led to that really, us losing 3-2. But nonetheless, we're still sat in second. That's the positive news, I guess I got to tell you, which is always good. But it does mean it sort of has, in a way, injured us. But anyway, we v Arsenal today. We're going to play 3 games like always, and we're going to play Arsenal, maybe Brighton or Fulham, one of them two. And we'll play PSV away in the first leg. So first, let's start things off away against Arsenal FC, playing the first leg, well, first game against Arsenal today, and hopefully we'll get a nice result and win. Of course, you know, that's the ultimate goal as always. You know, but nonetheless, we're obviously right now sat in second. Premier League hopes, you know, obviously looking pretty sleek. It looks like Man City are going to run away with it, but top 4 is really where we're aiming anyway this season at the moment. But at least we've had 2 consistent seasons now where we've been able to really challenge in basically the top, well, consistently in the top 6, really, in terms of football. Because last season we took 6th place, missing out, really. It was quite a tense fight for the top 4 last season. Well, even for 5th as well. It was a very, very tough battle. And we were quite close, actually, to securing Champions League football last season. Obviously, we weren't too far away, but obviously we just didn't do it. But hopefully this season we will. We're certainly in a better position than we were this time last season anyway, going into the second half. So anyway, let's obviously have a quick discussion, you know, about politics. And last night, again, Theresa May suffered a heavy blow. You know, 2 defeats now for her primary legislation. Obviously, last night, not so bad in terms of a defeat, 149 MPs she was defeated by, which is the 3rd biggest defeat in history after suffering the biggest defeat in history only a few months ago. But, you know, still another defeat for basically Theresa May. Not good for her. And yeah, you know, the thing is, okay, she goes into, you know, now, like, really, where do they go from here, MPs, and even for Theresa May, what is her next move? Honestly, I think, really, in all honesty, I think it's got, right, she's lost now 2 votes. Okay, yeah, you can argue she only lost this vote by a smaller majority. If she persuades another 70 MPs, guess what? She's won. But at the end of the day, it's still 70 MPs. You know, that you've got to persuade. 10, okay, yeah, are, you know, certainly, probably Democratic Unionists. The other 70, well, the other 60 would be obviously the ECRG, and you've got the numbers. But, you know, the ECRG, do they want a deal, in all honesty? For the ECRG, the European Commission Group, obviously, I honestly think they really wouldn't care whether we left without a deal. In fact, it'd probably be more their motive to leave without a deal. Now, even though, having said that, tonight's vote could actually change things, actually, in Parliament. See, the thing is, if no deal is taken off the table, which it's more than likely it will be, then effectively the ECRG won't be able to get a deal or get no deal delivered. So therefore, we're in a position after tonight where no deal is more or less taken off the table in effect. So only ineffectively taken off the table. So obviously, bearing that in mind, of course, with that deal taken off the table, obviously, you then have sort of a, well, you've got then a very different result. You know, I would say you got then really 10 Democratic Unionists. Would they then consider, you know, voting for May's deal? Would the ECRG vote for May's deal? You know, then I just don't know. It's very hard to tell what's going to happen in politics right now. But it's most likely, I'm going to say, tonight's vote. Well, there's going to be three ways it's going to go tonight. It's either no deal is going to be remained, okay, and we're going to head towards a no deal Brexit on the 29th of March, which is probably unlikely. The other way, okay, is obviously they're going to rule out no deal. Okay.
There's good progress with this attack.
And basically no deal will be taken off the table, which is more than likely, but it's only taken off the table to a degree. It's not actually taken off the table fully, because it does state there still needs to be a deal after the end of the extended time frame, and it will be only taken away with the intent of leaving the EU, which suggests, you know, obviously there still needs to be a deal, of course. Then the next thing is Jeremy Corbyn's plan, which has been once again put forward. Now, I'm a bit confused by Jeremy Corbyn's plan, and the reason why I'm a bit confused, I'm not confused why he's put it forward again, of course not, it makes sense. Try and get another win, of course he has the rights to try and do what he has rights to try and get it passed in Parliament, but the thing is, it's also been voted down once already. I think it's actually been voted down twice. So if it gets voted down a third time, then there's no majority for Corbyn's deal either. And the thing is, as well, yes, okay, you can argue Corbyn's deal is actually probably the most voted upon deal with the most support of MPs, but even then you've also got to take into account, like, you've made a promise to your voters that you're going to now back a second referendum, and now you're trying to get a general election. To me, that's a bit of betrayal. But, you know, at the end of the day, we'll just have to wait and see, you know, what goes on in politics. It's so confusing. I reckon, as I say, tonight it's very clear what's going to happen, probably. It's more than likely, okay? Reasons why I say more than likely, because the DUP have said they're going to back the no-deal situation, so they're going to vote to not support the government's motion. You know, the ECRG obviously aren't going to support the government's motion. Labour will support, probably. But obviously it's not the ideal situation for Labour. SNP most likely are going to support the motion. So it's very interesting situation we're in. We're in unprecedented times right now. You know. But anyway, let's try and get this game wrapped up and won now, because I feel like we've had a few opportunities where we could have easily won this game by now, but you know, we haven't as of yet, so need to start focusing, obviously. The other day Arsenal won very nicely, just thought I'd mention that, 2-0 over Manchester United. I don't support Arsenal, but I definitely don't support United. Don't get me wrong, I think United are a good team, but, you know, if I had to choose between United and Arsenal, I have to go for Arsenal. You know, being a Londoner, you know, from London, you know, I just find Arsenal the more attractive option of the two. But, you know.
This team hasn't had many opportunities lately to find the goal to go ahead, but there's one here.
Also, brilliant win for Manchester City. Also, last night. I think it was last night, but it was certainly, you know, recently. Pretty sure it was last night, though.
Fabregas. Willian. You can put them in front.
Yes! 1-0 against Arsenal. Jamie Vardy.
But it's the team that have looked the most likely that have done it. And maybe they will use this as a platform to go on to win now. But they will expect the opposition to come back at them. They'll have to.
Did I just say he has 1 goal in the Premier League? I've just scored Jamie Vardy's first goal this season in the Premiership. How? How bad is that for Vardy?
Jamie Vardy.
Aubameyang. Now Willian. He's got some room out here in the wide position. Fabregas, shots on here. Good work by the goalkeeper. Arsenal are still trailing, but they are doing their utmost to get this equaliser.
Sometimes you hear complaints about...
Really in the clear now, in on goal. Can pull it back here.
Oh, Arsenal made it 1-1.
Kept their composure and kept themselves in the match with this equalising goal. Arsenal.
Well, what a tidy finish, but to be honest, I couldn't see it coming.
2 minutes.
So away we go at 1-1.
That's painful.
That's it, the referee.
So a draw then for us, then away to Arsenal. Not bad, not great. I reckon we could have won that if I put a little bit more effort in, but unfortunately I didn't. Right, anyway, next game, who should we play? Fulham or Brighton? That's the question. You know, because I want to play... I want to play certainly another Premier League game, but then I want to also do Cup. I think we'll play Fulham, you know, and we'll play... Even though I've been always saying I want to play Brighton throughout this career mode, you know, like, I don't know, something's been attractive to Brighton, but I've just not done it yet. I will do it one day in the future. We'll play Fulham, and then we'll play PSV in the Europa League. Obviously, if we win the Europa League, we do get Champions League football next season. So I just want to make you aware of that. We lost to Brighton, unfortunately. So yeah, you know, obviously the main thing is this season is to get Champions League football, of course. Whether we finish in the top 4 or whether we win the Premier League, sorry, to win or get, you know, win the Europa League. That's what I meant. So these are obviously our main 2 goals. You know, top 4 Premier League. Obviously, win Europa League. These must be our top goals. Top priorities as well. Like, yeah. Obviously, you know.
Well, you recognise him.
We've probably got,
but he's
in all honesty,
the top scorer in the league.
We've probably got more chance of winning Europa League than we do of winning Premier League.
These 2 teams, and the challenge for us in the commentary box as always.
Because I'm going to play all my Europa Leagues till now to the end of the season. I know it's unprofessional, but you know, like, that's why. Then at least if I lose
their team for this match.
the Europa League, I'd say that's my fault rather than sort of blaming it down to the AI.
This is the Leicester City lineup. Oh, he's through.
Fabinho's through.
Fernandinho!
How did Fabinho miss that?
So close, inches away, but they are playing well. I fancy him to get another chance and get the noses in front here.
It's Jamie Vardy. Got to be quick now. And he bangs it away.
Getting good opportunities right now.
Moussa Dembele. Willian! Well, I'll give him credit for having a go, but it was nowhere near the target.
Yeah, he took responsibility, didn't he? And he'll be hoping it's a bit better next time.
The visiting team have been undoubtedly the best defensive team in the division, but that defence will be put to the test here.
No, I think the home side will have to produce something special to break through this defence.
Held off the defender with some good touches here. Celso Ortiz. Weigl. Senad Lulic. He can lay it off to the supporting player. In with a chance.
Schmeichel making a good stop there.
From close range. Just a mistake, really. And now the shot. Tried to find the winning ticket in the raffle, but a couple of numbers short.
Yes, he took it early though.
Now Fabregas. Ricardo Pereira. Now Willian. Vardy. Moussa Dembele. Poor attempt at a pass, really. It's looking good, this move. It's a very good interception. Dembele.
Right, on to Junior.
They're keeping the ball. Looking for teammates in the middle.
Ah.
They had a chance really to put that into a much more dangerous area. Has to go down as a poor cross. This turnover could be costly against a side that can break like this. Well read by the defender. Can find some space here on the flanks. Dembele. Chance to put it in the box from here. Danger was looming large, but they've got themselves back on the ball. Moussa Dembele. Neatly intercepted. Certainly wanting to find a teammate, but he's just found an opponent. Trying to get the ball.
Oh, lovely ball. Penalty.
That is a penalty kick.
But once the challenge came in, he went down without any hesitation.
Red card.
But the penalty taken now to put his side in front. Clumsy challenge.
Yeah, it was a clumsy challenge, and the lad stepping up is normally reliable from 12 yards.
And puts away the penalty.
1-0.
Confidence personified with the penalty.
Yeah, it is, and he doesn't normally let you down from 12 yards, certainly didn't now.
And that
there we go.
The scoring 1-0 here.
Jamie Vardy.
Mitrovic. Andre Schürrle. Attacking now. Can really get at the... Shots on! Was a chance maybe to hit the target.
So 1-0 against Fulham FC.
Connection either.
Now Evans. Now Fernandinho. Moussa Dembele. Now Fabregas. Vardy. Saw the pass coming and got there first. Vardy! Well, that was so close to going inside the post, but it's just straight past the outside.
Yeah, I think he'd beaten the keeper, you know, but just not got it within the framework of the goals, and he's a bit unlucky.
Vardy.
Cutting in.
Switch of emphasis going inside. And shoots! Vardy!
Jamie Vardy. I didn't even pass it there. Took on a shot originally.
He took it with great aplomb. I'm sure getting the first goal gave him...
There's the shot. Then came off that Fulham player, I think, or something like that.
Another angle on that goal.
Nonetheless, 2-0.
Restarting at 2-0.
City goal, number 9.
Celso Ortiz. Half-time here.
Right, there we go then. 2-0 at half-time. So that's an alright result so far, going into the half-time break.
Kick-off here for the start of the second half. Vardy. Now Willian. Bit of space for him.
And
Now
Ferreira.
out on the wing. Gets his cross in. Cleared away, well away from goal. Got his foot in to cut out the pass. Mitrovic couldn't hold on to the ball. Maguire. Fernandinho. They're giving it straight to the opposition.
Trying to get it to Junior because he's really, really good down the wings. So, you know.
Quick change of possession here. That's his game, isn't it? Intercepting. The fans have been thrilled. You can sense it on the social media sites. Real Madrid, they've got their man. It's official.
Yeah, the selling club pushed them all the way, and in the end, got around £80 million for him.
Oh yeah, did I say Zinedine Zidane is back at Real Madrid? I forgot to say that today.
Fernandinho.
You know,
Fabregas.
good manager he is. But obviously, where does that leave Manchester United?
Bit of space to go forward into with the
What it
ball.
does mean is
Well, then it
obviously now, obviously
Good clearance.
being, well, they can't get Zardine. Klopp won't be taking Real Madrid, so
Ortiz.
Klopp must be staying at Liverpool.
Dembele. Here's Fabregas.
Pochettino still, is he worth that risk? I certainly wouldn't pay for Pochettino. I think that means Ollie is really the, well,
Room for the cross.
thing is, Ollie is the only manager I would say that is worthwhile if you want to invest in a manager that,
Dembele.
you know,
Now Fernandinho.
represents your brand. But
Fabregas. Superb
the thing
save.
is, like, who do you go for? You could maybe try and get the ex-Man United, Real Madrid manager. That's obviously now no longer in the job.
Working
That would
hard,
make
just
maybe a
to
bit
see
of sense,
maybe a
but
sight of goal.
you know,
Whipped in from the wide area.
it's a very debatable
How many
topic.
late
I
goals
think
come
that is.
in this competition?
Like,
They want
or you
another
could
one
bring
now.
back maybe Jose Mourinho as well. You know, but the thing is, that's up to Jose.
Well, this crowd hasn't seen too many chances for their side, but sense something here. Could be a turning point.
Time to get the ball in. Looking for Lulic. Put away, but not at, and shoots! Fulham's corner. Corner's taken. Cleared away by the defender. Maybe he'll cross it here. It's an excellent cross. Keeper goes with a fist here.
Do you think I'm being put under pressure? Like, obviously I'm not. I'm just
Had a go here.
allowing them to
With some power, but off
have a
target.
few shots, if you know what I mean.
Get set for that one.
He has got the opportunity to change the tactics as well as the players with some movement from the bench. Looking to use the full width of the pitch in this attack. Change of direction. Dembele! Up for grabs here. That's gone out for a throw-in. Ricardo Pereira. Now Willian. He's aimed for the far post here. He's blocked the shot well. There's only a minute to go. Two more minutes to be played then, added time. Tom Kearney. Andre Schürrle. Zambo and
There you go. 2-0 win then at Fulham.
It's all over.
Lots of booze, but oh well. So there we go, 2-0. Good win, of course. You know, you don't have to win by big, in my opinion. A win's a win. Whether you win by 1 goal or 2 goals, it's a win. Right. We're gonna skip now to the PSV game. And hopefully we can get. I'm gonna say if we can get 2-0 away at PSV, we are through into the next round. Round of 16, ain't it? Because this is round of 32. Because in Europa League they have 32. Well, they have 6 rounds, I think, before the final, or 5 rounds, 1 or 2. 2-1, 3-1. So yeah, let's see what we can do away then against PSV. What does PSV stand for? I wonder. Now I know who they are, if you know what I mean, but I don't know what their name means. PSV. I think they're a French team of what I'm aware. PSV. I know PSG are French. That's Paris Saint-Germain. But I'm not sure about PSV, of course. Ooh. Yes. Go. How did I miss that? I'll try that again. That was quite fun. Right, let's get to the game. So let's see what PSV means quickly. Should say.
Good evening on what is, I regret to have to report, a pretty unpleasant night. The rain has been lashing down here. I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary box, and I'm joined for commentary by Lee Dixon. We're moving towards the business end of the UEFA Europa League. We're now in the round of 32.
I'll have a look on my phone quickly.
Facing Leicester City. This is the lineup for the home team. We're thinking 4-3-3.
Yeah, one central striker, Derek. The width comes from the wingers who will stay high and wide. A very narrow midfield and a conventional back four.
Phillips Sport the Vereniging or something like that. Oh, it's Dutch. I never knew even Dutch. Well, I didn't think you know, the Dutch played much Europa football.
In the first leg of this Europa League round of 32 tie.
Round of 32.
Well, let's see what he has in store for them. Now, what can he do here? Well, can he make this move count? And a chance for them to.
See, I thought they were French.
Well, really, that would be meat and drink to most goalkeepers.
Yeah, goalkeeper fully in control there.
Moussa Dembele now. And passing with a velvet touch. Vardy! Great save following the close range effort.
Look how close he gets to the goalkeeper. It's a really, really good save in the end.
And a deep corner into the centre of the area. Dembele. And Fabregas is in there. No nonsense clearance. Throw-ins given. He just keeps going. No let-up. Willian waiting to pounce. Well thumped clear. And options in the centre.
Oh!
With the goal!
Goal! 1-0 in the away leg. That was so lucky, honestly.
Well,
if you just saw that, basically took the shot, came off the defender.
Deflection, keeper no chance.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored.
So Willian makes it 1-0. Well, Willian and a defender makes it 1-0. I'm going to put that down as our own goal because that came off the defender. In all fairness.
They're succeeding in finding forward gears, but will they produce from this position? Let's see. Fernandinho with it. Vardy. Moussa Dembele now. Carrying a genuine threat here. In full control of the ball here. And the danger cleared. And here's Gaston Pereiro. Is he and it's a quality pass.
That was a good pass, but not good enough.
Derek, and he's missed. It's a big miss.
Vardy. It's with Fabregas. Fabregas trying to split up in the defence.
Willian not quite.
And the defender finding a solution to the problem. Filip Benkovic. Given away.
What's wrong with Vardy there? Come on, Vardy. Or whatever your name is.
Throw in here.
Like he was stopping whoever that was.
Vardy. Read it superbly to take back possession. And a throw-in it's going to be. Giving the ball to the opposition that time.
That wasn't good.
Crossing possibilities. Thundered clear. Vardy. Here is Benkovic. Nothing wrong with that idea. The end product just wasn't there. And a goal kick is the outcome.
1-0 so far in this Europa League round of 32. Obviously, as I say, if we get 2-0 win, I think that should be us through in theory.
It's with Irving Lozano. Well,
because obviously 2-0 away, what's that? That's basically 4-0. You know, it's a big, you know, scoreline to come back from, to overturn 2 goals, especially, you know, away.
Challenge. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here.
Even though Man United turned a 2-0 deficit into a 3-1 lead, so effectively, even though I say that,
illegal play and hence a free kick.
Yeah, even though I say 2-0 would be impossible to come back from.
2 additional minutes here.
Man United proved it weren't impossible.
Have the sixth sense to know what to do and win it back. Now, what can he do here? They've given it away. And the whistle is
that's the end of first leg. Or first half of first leg, that's what I meant to say. So far 1-0.
Well, it is the first leg of this Europa League round of 32 tie, and the second half commences. And showing fine vision. It's still alive. Quite the catalogue of great saves, and that the latest one. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee?
Well, Derek, you're right. He has played well, and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch in this form.
Well, let's see what he has in store for them. A poor cross, all things considered.
PSV ain't playing bad.
There that
you know what I mean? They're playing all right. So.
Ricardo Pereira.
They're certainly getting a lot of the ball, which is obviously upsetting.
Viergever. He's got the right idea with that pass. Chance for Vardy.
Oh my!
He's missed the
Oh,
chance to extend their advantage.
Oh, a
jeez!
golden opportunity to really put the game to bed.
That's
They've
annoying.
been getting the
That
substitute
should have
ready,
been
and now
2-0.
they will make the personnel change.
Should have. Absolutely should have. Now it's, you
Half an hour
know.
remaining then. Carrying a genuine threat here. Targets available, cross comes in. Well, a sloppy clearance. What can
Luckily
the
we're
opposition do with
defending quite well, of course.
this? It's with
In all
Willian.
honesty, but so are they. They're not defending badly either. But I'd say they're defending
Plenty of
worse than us
forward
right now.
momentum here, but can they produce? Well, thumped clear. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Ricardo Pereira. Great block. Effective challenge.
Had to sort of give a bit of space there because I didn't want it to go out.
Ramselaar. Angelino. Will there be a tangible end product? And in with a real chance. Only the keeper to beat. Corner given. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game.
In terms of suspicion,
Corner kick played over.
the position stat.
And
Oh,
they've only got to
1-0.
apply that finishing
Balls.
touch. So a level contest, 1-1. It's with Fabregas. Vardy.
What annoys me about that, Vardy had the opportunity. Okay, yeah, I take responsibility for the players I'm playing, but come on, that was not even my fault. That was like fixed, I swear. The way it came off his foot.
And the defender takes care of business.
He should have put that to bed.
An abundance of space. Looking confident with the ball at his feet.
Foul ref.
Plenty of running room in the wide position. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again.
I want
Jamie
to win.
Vardy now. Useful looking ball. Willian. Still Willian.
No!
Stand back in play. It was
Oh,
a moment
I
as it
beat
came
the
back off
goalkeeper.
woodwork, but the goalkeeper
But
has
that-
it now.
Massive relief for
Oh.
the goalkeeper. He stood and watched, and then it ended up in his hands.
Well, great read there to intercept. They don't normally need a second invitation to give it a go on the counter. Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest. Dembele.
Oh, fuck you,
The
Dembele.
referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order.
Come
And
on.
Willian on the move here. Teammate in support. It looked as though he was going to
Vardy.
score, but last-ditch defending is something you know about, Lee.
Yeah, he was hassled. It made him hurry his shot, and it's close.
Well, that's the end of the game, man. 1-0. Yeah.
No more time left.
Well, I guess we got the away goal going into the next round. It was close, and we will be at home, so I guess that's one thing, but it does mean I don't want to really concede much. So yeah. Right, there we go then. That's the end of today's 3 games. I do apologise for my language at the end of that game, you know. But yeah, you know, obviously. You know, in terms of Premier League, well, as I say, you know, look, we're doing good in the Premier League still with, what, 14 games to go, so, yeah, you know, it's still very close, but, you know, at the end of the day, still very, very good. Let's see, did we win that game against Wolves? 2-0, so yeah. Right, so obviously, we're going to get through then this game. See you all next time for another video. Just save this quickly, make sure it saves this time. Let's make sure. There we go. Right, see you all next time for another video. Have a good day.